Picture this: a sun-drenched California, its vibrant culture interwoven with Mexico's, a seamless tapestry stretching to the Pacific. But the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo shifted the map forever. What if that treaty had been different? And let's find the answer to the question, what if? A larger Mexico encompassing California would have dramatically altered North American geopolitics. Internally, Mexico's political landscape might have been profoundly different. The vast resources and population of California could have strengthened a centralized government, or conversely fueled regional tensions and separatist movements. Economically, the absence of the California gold rush would have forced a different developmental path, likely emphasizing agriculture and pre-existing industries rather than a rapid gold-fueled boom. Mexico's geopolitical standing would have been significantly enhanced, altering its relationship with the United States. A powerful, resource-rich Mexico bordering a potentially smaller, less westward expanded US would have created a very different balance of power, potentially leading to increased cooperation or heightened tensions depending on the specific political climates in both nations. A Mexican California would likely have seen a unique cultural evolution. Californian traditions would have blended with existing Mexican ones, creating a rich tapestry of customs and practices. Indigenous Californian populations might have experienced a different relationship with the governing power, potentially leading to alternative outcomes concerning their rights and autonomy compared to their historical experience under US rule. The linguistic landscape would be significantly altered. Spanish, potentially with unique Californian variations, would dominate alongside the persistence of indigenous languages and the possible influence of other immigrant groups, resulting in a complex and vibrant linguistic mix unlike anything seen in present-day California. A Mexican California would have spurred significant economic shifts. Its fertile lands would have boosted Mexico's agricultural output, potentially leading to specialization in high-value crops and sophisticated irrigation systems. Industrial development might have prioritized resource-based industries aligned with Mexico's existing economic priorities, differing from the rapid industrialization seen in the US. This larger, resource-rich Mexico would have played a more significant role in global trade, forging relationships with nations in Latin America and beyond, perhaps emphasizing regional trade blocs rather than global dominance. The economic trajectory would have been dramatically different, shaping a distinct economic landscape for the entirety of Mexico and influencing its global standing. Managing California's water resources would have presented a unique challenge under Mexican governance, given the state's arid regions, a different approach to conservation and infrastructure, potentially emphasizing water-efficient agriculture and regional water management strategies might have emerged. Environmental regulations and conservation efforts could have differed significantly. Mexico's historical approach, possibly prioritizing resource preservation over rapid industrialization, might have resulted in contrasting environmental outcomes compared to the US model. Finally, urban development and infrastructure in Californian cities could have taken on a distinctly different character, perhaps reflecting a less car-centric, more density-focused approach consistent with Mexican urban planning traditions. A larger Mexico encompassing California would likely have witnessed significant shifts in population distribution. Internal migration patterns might have been altered, with potentially less movement towards the US and a more even distribution across the expanded territory. Social structures and class systems within California could have developed differently, diverging from the historical trajectory shaped by US expansion. Instead of the rapid industrialization and urbanization seen in the US, California's development might have been more gradual and integrated with Mexico's existing economic priorities. Finally, Mexican immigration policies would likely differ considerably from US policies, impacting not just internal migration, but also broader North American migration patterns, potentially creating a more fluid and less restrictive cross-border movement of people. A Mexican California would have drastically altered North America's political, economic, and social fabric. In your opinion, what if California remained part of Mexico? Share your thoughts in the comments.